Just hiding out.
Like right now, you can't see us.
Just hiding out.
You don't deserve to see us right now.
Hey, guy, just walk through the door. This is awesome.
All right, so we're enjoying a nice palette of. We just have some wrestling on in the background.
Yeah.
CCW Dojo Wars, which I can only describe as a gathering of maybe 20 people. Yeah, 15. No, like 10 to 15 people, in a very small.
Very small room. Like the guy just walked through.
It's a room. It's
Yeah.
can you go back?
Like,
Like they just walked through.
the entrances, they just walk through a door. Like there's a garage. There's like a bay door in the background of this room.
All right. Should we give him some video? Should we show him we're here?
Yeah.
Get the shot.
I'm pretty sure I am in the shot.
You're in the shot.
Hey.
What's up, sexies? I have a name. That's Tom Tsunami.
Hey.
How you guys feeling? We're feeling pretty good. Happy to be streaming live. Just took in some great wrestling.
We did, and now we're watching some not great wrestling. But
It's not even know it's not great. You haven't even
We don't
seen
know.
it yet.
I'm judging by the guy's tie-dye fucking pants and the fact that it's like the underlings at CZW.
That guy's big. That's a
Oh,
big boy.
man.
So this isn't any
His
sort of.
titties go all the way to his back.
He's got like my titties. He's got Wolski level titties, man. Like I don't know. I would be able to turn that into some sort of gimmick if I wrestled, but you know.
I think Mark Henry already did.
Right. Beat him up, break his tits. All right, but you know what? This is gonna be on the background. We're not commentating.
Twins.
Yeah, we're not commentating on any sort of wrestling really today.
Well, we kind of are.
Okada,
I mean,
yeah, in a way.
Okada Omega.
We will talk a little Okada Omega. So I finally nutted up and got me a subscription to New Japan World, which is a phenomenal website.
Yeah. I never really watched much of that. I've watched a couple matches. I watched that first Okada Omega match.
That was on YouTube though. We just
we
found that. It was free.
Yeah, but
we'd steal it, man. It was free.
But that was really. I mean, I've seen clips, but I never went after the New Japan stuff.
Right.
So that was actually sitting and watching it and seeing the whole production, everything with it.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So I feel like this channel, we need to educate ourselves because again, we've always said we're not wrestling experts or insiders or anything like that. This is a comedy show with wrestling as the subject. We just happen to, you know what we are?
Assholes?
Well, yeah, you're an asshole.
Jersey snarl.
I'm a dick. Yeah, you and your Jersey snarl.
Which is a great way to describe it.
That's why I think he talks. That's the description of his accent. It's the Jersey snarl. Like, do you ever say an Irish brogue?
Yeah, it's a Jersey snarl.
Jersey snarl. That's the equivalent.
Yeah. I could never place it. I've never really liked the sound of my voice recorded, which is why this is
hell.
I don't know why I do this.
Because
I can't stand the sound of my voice.
Your voice is beautiful. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
No, this is me telling me this. I don't notice it when I'm talking, which might be why I talk a lot. Because in my head it sounds completely different.
You love the sound of your own voice.
But
only you do.
But then I hear it back and I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, is that what everyone else hears? Is that why no one listens to me?
See, I had the opposite. I thought I had a shit voice, and then I heard it recorded for the first time, and I was like, I could listen to that guy call a baseball game. But you don't know, I didn't go to college and do anything, and I definitely could not call a baseball game. I can maybe announce a little bit of wrestling, like this CZW Dojo Wars.
Yeah.
Because they don't have an announcer.
They don't. It's just two guys in there.
You know what they're in? It looks like a classroom. A shitty classroom. I'm not talking about a
classroom looks like that? You can see the corrugated steel roof.
No, like an unfinished, if you ever work construction or anything like that,
oh, it's
when
100%. It's a storage room, totally.
But yeah, but where they're... Oh, yeah, you know what?
Look, you can see the space heater up in the... That looks like the warehouse that I worked in at Raymore and Flanagan.
We said we were going to commentate on wrestling, but here we are. What is this called so people can look it up if they want to
This is CZW Dojo Wars 65. This is actually from 2016. It's an older episode.
Right. But so far we were talking shit. The match isn't bad actually. I've
actually
glancing up at it. They're working. It's no Okada Omega.
No,
or
certainly
Okada
not.
Omega 2.
Certainly not.
So do we dive in there first? We were talking about New Japan before we got preoccupied with some
Yeah.
bullshit.
So New Japan.
Oh, sorry. So I spent the best 999 yen I've ever invested, and now I figured out I figured out 999 yen with tax is $9.36. So I learned something.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, but
I didn't
paid
know that.
999 yen monthly for this corporation, this conglomerate, to have New Japan World. Mm-hmm.
It's a business expense.
It is, because we have some big plans coming for
Yeah.
the Static Sweetness Network, and we're going to continue to bring you great content.
And I will say, in the near future, I will be getting the CZW network.
That's on you.
That is on me.
That's
That
your,
is on me.
That's your. I have
Like
WWE and New Japan.
Yeah.
You got CZW. We'll make Carl do ROH.
Boom.
Covered.
Yeah. But CZW just has a special place in my heart. Like I said, I went to those early shows. Like, you know, I knew a guy that wrestled in it. You worked with my dad.
Right.
It's not the greatest. It's enjoyable. The Taipei death matches get a little crazy. My mom, I was talking to my mom on the phone, and she was saying that she watched the stream where we were.
God help her. Sorry.
Oh no, she thinks this is great. She's like, "You're ridiculous, and you're doing it. It's great."
Right. You're in there I was in there doing it, Brian. With
Yeah.
Steven. Backdraft was a really good movie.
But actually,
on.
I mean, my mom appreciates the ridiculous nature of who I am. Like, the first tattoo that I got, for those of you who don't know, is a tattoo on my forearm that says "Live every week like it's Shark Week."
Did you still have that?
Do I still have it? Yeah.
Where's
it gonna go?
I don't look your body up and down, bro. I don't.
It's the entirety of my forearm. And
The mic's in the right place. Hey, I'm checking.
yeah.
Oh, there it is. So you got a white letter, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a tattoo of that on my forearm. Anyway, all right. Let me see it again.
But yeah, that was the first one, and I got it done in a font that makes it seem important.
Show the camera. You could live
Yeah.
every week like it's Shark. Dummy.
So
shit.
first tattoo, and I remember I called my mom after I got it done, and I was like, "Hey, Mom, I got a tattoo," and she was like, "Oh yeah, what did you get?" And I said, "Live every week like it's Shark Week." It's on my forearm, and there was a pause, and the pause seemed like forever at the
Pause
time,
of disappointment.
but it was probably real quick, and then she just started laughing. She was like, "That's great. That's your first tattoo. It's ridiculous. You're ridiculous."
Mine was well, here on my forearm here. Like,
If you can show that.
yeah, you see the bass clef. Right there's number one. What was it? I can't remember which one was number two. I think this one over here is number two. This, one of my most beloved ones, number three. Got drunk at a Wise Eye show when I was 20. Got that one. Before I was
You're
ever
backwards, Maryland.
Yeah, before I was ever even in the band, I got this backwards ass Maryland. I was drunk and rude to a tattoo artist, which don't do. Because if you know what? All right, I'm gonna take a minute, Tom.
Okay.
Because we have an agenda, but I have.
We really don't.
We kind of do. You took notes.
Yeah, but these are just general notes. It's not. I mean, we could not touch on things.
The live streams, as everyone knows, are lawless.
Yeah.
You're here at your own risk, and you're listening at your own risk.
And I appreciate that.
I guess.
I gotta say, it's
What?
bold. It's bold. I like bold.
We like you. All right, so we have notes, but I'm gonna take a minute to address something. Tom, what was I getting at?
We were talking tattoos. You were saying don't be drunk and.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, I drift off and I lose the point sometimes. All right, PSA: if you are drunk, right?
Don't get a tattoo.
Well, no. You know what? That's already. That's either obvious or that's out the window.
Yeah.
You're drunk and you're in the shop. You made it somehow, like me. Except they were tattooing at Rams Head Live, so it's like they brought the tattoo shop there.
Oh shit! Was this for one of the One Coast things, like Artworks?
you
was doing
were
it?
probably there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably haven't really met yet, but yes, I was there and you were there.
What year was that?
2013 maybe.
Oh yeah, I played with Tsunami Rising that year.
Well, hey, you know.
No, wait.
Small world.
I think that was the year me and Drew did acoustic.
Really?
Yeah, because Jeff couldn't make it. He had something going on.
Well, I, for one, could not tell you shit that happened at that show besides the Wise Eye set, because after I caught that, so I've told the story a million times, so I'm just going to paraphrase it. Got drunk on a bottle of wine. Excuse me, on a whole bottle of rum. No, that would change the whole story if it was just one bottle of wine.
A bottle of rum.
Yeah, it was a whole bottle of rum.
I ended up in the hospital.
Yeah, no, I didn't. No, it wasn't a whole bottle of wine. It was a whole bottle of rum.
Yeah.
If it was a whole bottle of wine, it would have been
Yeah, you would have been all right.
It would have been a nice night.
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself. Whole bottle of rum because I was 20, and I was like, you know what? Let me just load up now and like ride this out because I thought that's how alcohol worked.
Let me just
the
load
first
up
two, yeah.
now.
Like, yeah, and then just I'll come down. It's like not like pot. Like that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Like I'll just take like 3 bong rips now because I know I can't take a bunch later. That's not how alcohol works. So I loaded up thinking I would just ride it out, and I stayed turnt, lit, whatever the
whatever the term.
Long story short, after the Wise I set, got drunk, went over to a tattoo artist, was very mean and rude to her, which I regret and I'm very sorry for. And
was it Inky McStapleface?
No,
Is that who did it?
No, she was actually. I remember she's really like tiny and petite, but she didn't have a lot of tattoos herself. But it was really cool. But I mean, she was she was like noticeably small. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
You're like not like you're a really small woman. You're a really small person.
Yeah.
You're one of the smallest people I've ever seen. That's not a little person. That's what I do remember. Very, very, very tiny
it's like a
person.
slightly over.
No, don't do it. Don't go there. We're not getting PewDiePied, man. Okay. They're coming after us hard. What were you gonna say?
Nothing, man. Don't worry about it.
Edit. Censored. Non-canonical.
Non-canonical.
No, but oh yeah, got drunk, got this tattoo.
Yeah.
I wanted it backwards because it looks like a gun.
that was
the reason.
Your thought.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what we start off with. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
We have an agenda now. Oh yeah. There was a PSA that I was gonna lead up to eventually. If you're drunk and you get past like security, be nice to the tattoo artist.
Yeah, take it as a win.
Take it as a win and be very nice to them and tip them well. Don't be rude to them.
Ooh. Side note, that's a pretty tight little submission there.
What a Dojo Wars? That guy looks like he's straight out of Mad Max.
It looks like I was gonna say it kind of reminds me of like black and white Glacier, but mixed with one of the headbangers.
Dude, Glacier was tight with the shittiest Mortal Kombat gimmick ever.
Oh, yeah, it was a real shame.
What was the
Glacier?
Just Glacier. Well, that Mortal Kombat.
Look at how he's like slithering away out of the ring. All right, I gotta give it. That's good. Good character. Good character.
But he went. He went to the Sports Authority and got all his shit for tonight. Like he got it at one-stop shop.
Yeah. He's got to walk out the door.
He's got to walk back through the door. Guys, pull up Dojo Wars 60. What was it? 60.
65.
Pull up Dojo Wars 65 and enjoy it with us, if you will.
Yeah.
Right. So agenda. You listened to us ramble for a while.
Yeah. One thing I just want to address real quick since we're getting into the agenda.
Please.
Adam West. Died on Friday, I believe it was, on the 9th.
Bummer.
But
he's Mayor West to me. Because I wasn't a comic guy, but again, it just shows how iconic the guy was.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. I met him when I was working at a Wizard World in Philadelphia one year, and it was really funny because I was talking to him, and everything was fine. We were having just a nice conversation, and all of a sudden, his like agent, his handler, whatever.
Yeah, but I'm just imagining like someone handling Adam West like Sabu, on the fucking gurney.
Whatever you want to call her. But I was talking to him, and she like hops in, and she's like, "Mr. West doesn't talk to people." I was like, "I kind of think you're wrong," because he just was, and he kind of laughed, and she turned and looked at him right away and was like, "Adam," and he just like froze, and I thought it was like really funny.
Hi, Tom. I'm Adam West. That's a shitty impression.
No, but he really was. He was a nice guy. Like I just walked over and introduced myself because. Like I said, I was working it. I was actually working at Crazy Ed's Comics booth. Not a clever name. He was insane. This man, I haven't talked to him in years, and he was old then. I'm not quite sure if he's still alive.
Is it because of his craziness that you don't talk to him? Was there a falling out?
No, we just lost track. I worked for him for about 5 years in a row. He was a guy out of Florida, so when he came up to Philly, he didn't know anyone.
Right.
So one year I was there just looking through the comics at his booth, and he bribed me with $40 and an Incredible Hulk comic book from like 1968, and he was like, "Come back on Sunday, help me load this stuff up because I can't move it."
All right.
And then I gave him my phone number. He called me the next year, and the year after that. I worked for him for about 5 years.
Nice.
Every year. It was really cool.
That's his qualifications. That's why he's allowed to do a comic show. And he
But
reads a lot.
I met a lot of cool people. I creeped out Hayden Panettiere one year.
Are we gonna tell that story? You can tell
I can.
I've heard this one. It's creepy as shit. I cringe when I think about it. All right, tell it. You fucking
Yeah.
creep.
So it was before the hall had opened up, and I was just walking around, and I don't realize how loud I am. I'm told I bellow, but I have like.
Why do you think I picked you up, man?
I
didn't pick you up for your looks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, definitely not.
Gotcha. I got you for that booming, soulful voice. Okay?
Yeah, that sweet, soothing Jersey snarl. But I was walking around with a friend of mine who was also working with me, and I saw that she was sitting at her booth, and when I walked past, I was like, oh, man, I bet her entire body is as soft as the underside of your arm. I want to keep her in my basement. And I didn't realize how loud I had said that, and I was joking around. But she turned and looked at me.
You can't joke like that in today's day and age, Tom.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Well, this is when Heroes was still on, so this was a couple years ago.
Oh, so okay.
It was a different time.
When Heroes was on, like that was a different time in human history.
Yeah, and Twins. It was a different time.
PC didn't exist when Heroes was on.
No.
Just because of Heroes. Continue.
But yeah, she heard me, and I was still looking at her. She's also a very, very tiny woman, if you didn't know that.
Well, hold on. I'm going to look up a
So-
picture of Hayden Panettiere.
She's a very tiny woman, so me saying that, like 6.5 foot tall guy walking through this hall before it opens, saying it loud enough for her to hear, but again, not realizing because I'm a drummer and my hearing is fucking shot.
Poor Tom. I'm a bass player. And
Yeah.
my hearing's pretty fucking shot too.
The look on her face, I felt bad because like I guess she realized when I started laughing that I was joking, and I saw her face, but she looked horrified, and it was.
Hold on, to look something like. Hold up, I'm gonna.
Oh Jesus!
No. Was something like that? Was it that snarl?
No, there was a whole lot more concern until I started laughing.
Did she give you that hot stare?
I mean, every look that she has is hot. It's
All right, I'm getting out of this.
But I gotta stop because like she's married to like some Russian hockey player.
So what, dude? What is he? Is he an enforcer? Or is he like
Yeah.
some 5'10" winger?
No,
Fuck him.
he's a goon.
I don't want to
I
do
forget
that.
who it is.
I don't want no fucking parts of that.
But yeah,
So
you definitely don't.
so continuing on the live stream, the lawless live stream journey that is whatever the fuck this is called.
Yeah.
I even forget what I named the live stream. Oh, Illegal Indian Impact.
Oh yeah,
Because-
with Yannick Garcia.
Yeah, so we watched some TNA Impact, and it's still TNA until
Yeah.
you take TNA off of your fucking belts.
It's still TNA.
Like, fuck you. You can afford new belts. I know you can.
Yeah.
Even if you have to cut one wrestler to scrape up the money to get 3 new belts.
Fans of wrestling can afford to get replica belts. Like,
Ask a fan, like crowdsource $1,500. Scrap it together.
Yeah.
And go get you a new world title.
it doesn't take much.
I was looking on High Spots, for no particular reason. I wasn't looking at wrestling rings or anything.
No, definitely not.
But But yeah, no, like
Actually, I was looking at the custom luchador masks
oh, Jesus
on there.
Christ.
I was like, "Oh,
I'm not spending money on a luchador mask.
I might."
Well, so I feel like you can handle that level of ridicule. I'm not that strong yet. I need more training. See, another point I was trying to get to, and you just completely threw me off, Dom.
Sorry. Yeah. So Impact.
Impact. Okay, get new titles, you pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're not pieces of shit.
Also, get some new wrestlers.
No. They have a nice making fun of Impact.
All right, they had
Making fun of Impact is a dead meme.
Yeah.
I want to, I'm pissed off at the whole broken thing, but they're trying. They really are. It's kind of stupid what they're like the announcer feud. It's dumb. Bruce Pritchard is kind of dumb.
Like I understand the rivalry that comes between promotions, especially like with TNA trying to come up, and I'm just gonna call them TNA.
You guys haven't earned the right to
yeah.
be called Impact until you change your belts, lads.
But with TNA trying to come up and compete with the WWE, you know, well, that's actually what this was about.
Yeah, they're not trying to. They did try to compete with WWE. I don't think they're trying to bark up that tree again because they realize how bad it fucked them the first time.
But that's, I get the competition, but like them going through trying to keep the delete gimmick doesn't help them with anything. Like they're not going to give it to another person.
Right.
So like it's petty and spiteful. It's stupid. Like just let it go.
The money, dude.
But that's
I'm not gonna listen.
But they've already
I'm not
made
gonna let the cinnamon bun go.
They've already made the money off of it that they can because Matt Hardy's gone now. Like they can't do anything with it. So like it's over. It's done.
They would rip it off. Once
Yeah, and it would be fucking terrible. Dick bump.
We just watched a dick bump. See, that's why I like having this live wrestling. I wish we can have it like in the corner.
Yeah.
So you can see what we're seeing.
Well, I mean, this is free.
No.
On YouTube.
I'm not trying to distract people from our beautiful content.
Yeah.
I'm eating shit.
Yeah, I'll just talk about Dick Bump. But yeah, it's fucking. What's that?
I was about to say, isn't there an agenda? But no, continue.
It's just so ridiculous for them to try and keep it just to, like, oh, we're gonna screw you over, WWE. No, you're not. You're not gonna screw them over. They're still doing just fine with the Hardys.
They don't need it.
Like
the Hardys don't need it, but like the Hardys want it because that's Matt's. Because they're not just a nostalgia act. They really it will wear off, but at the same time, Matt's been a bunch of. He's been V1. He's been heel Matt, face Matt. Like he'll figure something out.
Oh, absolutely.
I would like to see a singles run with Matt. Split them up.
I think I kind of hope. I was talking to Carl the other night about this, but I kind of hope that's what they do. Is they go through now that they lost the titles. They go through. They keep trying to get them back. They get them back. They lose them again because of something stupid. Like one of them fucks up and gets pinned, and then they lose it because of something stupid.
One of them's on drugs.
And then they chase again, and then they get it, and same deal, same person fucks up. They lose the title for a stupid reason, and then you can have the struggle, them get it, them lose it because of one of them. The struggle, them get it, them lose it because of one of them. And then it's just mayhem after that. That is where you can have the break come in. Because they're going to have it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
Jeff's good for the kids. The kids like Jeff Hardy a lot, and he sells a lot of merchandise, and it's like, go for it. Cool. Like, you can't even blame them. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
The guy's a former world champion. The guy moves that Jeff Hardy merch.
Oh, yeah.
The adolescent girls love him. And that's a market that exists in WWE.
He makes their Chinese tickle.
Oh, God. That's going to get us banned from you. That's why wrestling is considered, like, non-monetary content anymore. Because of shit like that, Tom. Way to contribute to the problem and not the solution.
Meh.
All right, so... all right, moving on.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway,
what else is there on the agenda, Tom? Just start rattling down the list.
Okada Omega.
All right.
We talked about Adam West.
Yeah. So
Quickly.
Again, for the people who aren't interested in wrestling, we'll get away from it eventually. But
yeah,
come on, hang out with us. It's still a cool. It's still a cool topic. Okada Omega Dos. Actually, it wasn't the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, like we mentioned, just got New Japan World for 999 yen.
Yeah. So 936, he said.
Yeah, 936 after tax. And I think the first month is free. I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
Because the website's translations are really tough. That's what it's not an easy website to navigate.
Yeah.
I will say that. There's a lot of shit on there.
It.
But it's like, no, even like the English, because the English translations are weird.
Yeah.
And the way they have everything categorized.
All your base are belong to us kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what the direct translation would be in Japanese. So it's like you can't, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's because our language is fucking stupid, not theirs.
Oh, yeah. It's
English's fault.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're offended if you're really into English. I'm just saying, like, English is fundamentally a really fucking hard language.
Yeah, everybody that has to learn English says that.
And I barely know it. We're not proficient in our own language, so,
We do all right, but it's the kind of thing where
We survive it. Yeah, we make it through.
we use
conversations.
English the same way duct tape fixes everything. Like, it works, but...
Yeah. there's always a kinda. All right. Kata Omega 2.
Yes.
So, those of you don't. So, we got New Japan World. Now, the whole Dominion event was tight. I think it's like kind of like their SummerSlam. Just like Tokyo Dome, Wrestle Kingdom is their WrestleMania. And it's even time. Like, there's the same amount of time, you know?
Yeah, you were saying the whole Dominion was, what, 6 hours?
Yeah, like 6 hours. It clocked in at 6 hours and 36 minutes on the stream, but that was including a pre-show match.
Yeah.
But still, man, it was a trek. And again, we're still learning about New Japan, so I'm not going to get into too much. I'm still, learning myself. But one thing I did know about
I'm gonna get balls deep in some New Japan.
Yeah, and there's a lot to get balls deep into.
Yeah.
And a lot of cool live events coming up, too. That it's really cool. You get to stream them live. If we feel willing to stay up till like 3 or 4 in the morning. Sometimes 5 in the morning. But anyway, moving on. The first Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada match. I think it's Kazuchika Okada. I fuck it up. Whatever. The first Omega Okada was at Wrestle Kingdom this year, January 4th, 2017. Anyone who's a wrestling fan who's watching this they already know the deal. 6-star match. The first ever 6-star match.
It was
Meltzer ratings, and it was phenomenal.
Oh, it was fantastic.
And I do think it was the best wrestling match I've ever seen.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, Omega is now fucking 100% on my radar. Like,
Tom's, hey, you made it, you did it, Kenny. It may have taken you a long time. Fuck WWE, fuck New Japan.
This guy,
you're on Tom's
gives a fuck.
radar. But no, the term I was going to use to describe us earlier is we're hardcore casual fans.
We enjoy the show.
Exactly.
Like,
so that puts him on your radar. That's a meaningful thing.
Yeah, I was talking to Adam at Malloy's.
Right.
And he was asking me if I had heard about this comic book that was coming out. And I was like, I haven't. I approach wrestling and comic books like with the same I approach them the same. But I watch it or read it as it happens. I don't look into what's coming up. I don't really worry about that.
Right.
I don't care about what's going on behind the scenes, really.
Don't care.
I don't care.
Classic time.
But I just let it happen. I check it out, and I enjoy it. So that's what I do. I don't know, like, the behind the stage politics or,
I do. I indulge in that, but I think talking about it's stupid as shit.
Yeah.
Because why? We don't know. I don't know, man.
We don't know these people.
Yeah, we don't know these people personally. We talk shit all the time, but it's all jokes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because again, I don't personally know these people. I'm just talking
and
about
any one of them could kick our asses.
Yeah. Any of them. I think even like, you know what? Nah, except Eva Marie. Eva Marie isn't doing it. She's not kicking my ass.
Eva Marie's.
Any of those other female wrestlers probably. I can maybe take Sasha. No, I can't take Sasha.
She's tiny, so I feel like I could.
If you just
maybe like old school bully long armor, like. Just...
I feel like the only way. I feel like the only way I'm beating her, because dude, they all are legit badasses.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like Charlotte Flair has put me on the fucking ground. Like that's what? No, I could beat Bayley's ass. I know it. I could take Bayley down.
Bayley's ass.
No.
Sexy Abe Vigoda.
Yeah, that's the only one on that roster I would be able to take. I think the rest of them will put me in knots. That Dana Brooke would probably break my neck.
Oh,
she's scary, man.
I feel like she would like full on Batman Nightfall me. That picture where Bane is snapping Batman's back over his knee.
That's Nia, man. And Nia would be treacherous. Yeah, and notice how we're only talking about fighting the females like they would be. That's the only ones we're talking about.
Well, it's very clear that any of the male superstars would destroy us. That's not even a question.
But that's why, equal opportunities.
I mean, I could take a couple solid hits to the face, but after a minute, just...
But at the same time, I got to imagine, I feel like the chances, with the female wrestlers is actually just as bad. It would actually be more, you know what, we'd probably be even like cocky. You'd be like, oh, whatever. This
No,
is
see,
fine. And the first fucking right cross you catch from
I
Jax.
wouldn't. Speaking of,
Oh yeah, speaking of which, an intergender match is just come on. All right, we'll get into that later.
yeah, we don't have to talk about that. But
You thrown for a loop.
yeah, that threw me off. Oh, well, so any woman in a fight could kick my ass because at the most I'm just putting up and blocking. Like,
nah, even if I'm swinging wildly, I'm not coordinated.
Well,
you catch me once in the throat or the kneecap, like I'm gonna go down.
see, well, that's the thing is, okay, so from Jersey, if I'm in a fight, anything around me is a weapon because not particularly proud of it, but there was this moment at the Stone Pony one time in Asbury Park. With my old band Tsunami Rising, where all hell broke loose and the hardcore gang FSU, fuck shit up.
Never heard of them.
Yeah. They're a bunch of dickheads. The guy that runs them, his name is Joey Hardcore. He's a piece of shit.
Hold up, no, like you said they're a hardcore gang, as in like hardcore punks. Like that's their look. They look like hardcore punks. And
they are hardcore punks. So they started off. It was a thing where
hardcore punks aren't dickheads like that.
No. Let me explain. So they started off as Friends Stand United, okay? Mm-hmm. And they were a group of guys that if people were being dickheads in the pit, they went in and stopped those people from being dickheads.
Right.
And it was cool because, you want to go to a punk show, have a good time in the pit, not make it about elbowing someone in the face. If someone falls over, you help them up. Like,
sometimes heads roll, but yes, I understand.
But, that kind of shit. Mm-hmm. So they went in and they would make sure that kind of thing went on, and then somewhere along the line they turned into those dickheads. There was this whole incident outside of Asbury Lanes where they fucking beat a guy to death for wearing a Leonard Skinner shirt, and they told him to turn it inside out, and he didn't.
Well, Leonard Skinner's a tight band,
but they didn't like that there was a Confederate flag. But then they did an interview, and this dickhead Joey Hardcore is talking on the interview wearing a Leonard Skinner t-shirt with a Confederate flag on it. Like, they're assholes. They're raging assholes. So anyway, they tried to fight Tsunami Rising because I guess they figured the reggae-influenced band that was at this hardcore punk Battle of the Bands thing
won't throw down.
Yeah.
So they dirty.
So they started with us, and then people got hit in the face with beer bottles, and it wasn't anyone in Tsunami Rising. So
this is random innocence.
What's that?
It was random innocence.
20 of these guys came at us during an FSU band that had the FSU thing on the bass drum. Like, it was a whole thing. It was a brawl. It was on talk radio, a guy that I worked with. I went into work the next morning and I had, I got punched in the face a bunch. So I went into work and I had like a bruise on just below my eye on my cheek. I had a fat lip. I'm selling drums, mind you. I was working on commission. So I go into work just,
hey, you want to buy a drum?
Yeah, looking like fucking Rocky.
Hey, you want to buy the drum, bud?
This drum right here is really nice. I'm going to take a nap real quick. I'm tired.
Not after a concussion, dude.
Yeah, but so I go into work, and this guy, Mike, that worked in receiving with me, he was just like, yo, the fuck happened to your face? I was like, I had a show last night. I kind of got into this whole thing. People tried to fight us. He was like, wait a minute. Was it the Stone Pony? And I was like, yeah. He was like, dude, I heard about it on news radio. 18 people got arrested. And the reason being, because they pushed us, the band, out of the back, the promoters. Like, we knew the guy that had booked the bands and stuff like that. So he was
like, go.
Yeah, he was like, cops are at the front. We're pushing them out the front. You guys get the fuck out of here. And we were like, all right.
That's a good man. There's a reason why the Stone Pony is for local Jersey bands only. You want to contain that sort of like, what do you call that? High risk. I don't know. That's a high risk crowd. You want to contain that crowd. So the Stone Pony is where you contain the monster that is the New Jersey crowd, because they're only that's it. Mm-hmm. They're allowed to just thrash amongst themselves and tire themselves out. So when they go out into the real world, they don't hurt others.
Well, you see the problem.
Well, that's probably what the point was when they started it. Now
Yeah.
it ceases to fulfill what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because those heathens still go out and just populate concerts and wrestling shows.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's like I've gone to the Stone Pony for a lot of shows, and it really was just FSU being there. Mm-hmm. Like,
I want to
they're assholes. Fuck these guys. Fuck you guys.
Nah.
If any of you are watching this, stop watching it. I don't want your views.
I think you're tight. I think you're cool. Do they have cool jackets?
They don't have shit other than bad attitudes and a bunch of pussies in their gang.
So no jackets, no matching anything.
Fucking 20 of them versus 4 guys in Tsunami Rising and our buddy Joe.
You still haven't answered my question about jackets. Do they have jackets?
I don't fucking know.
That's a selling point out of gang, Tom. If you don't have jackets, you're not a gang.
I don't think that's a rule.
That's my rule. All right, have we
Okada Omega.
Have we talked about Okada Omega at all? The fuck did we get here? Okada Omega 1 was great.
Yeah.
It was 6 stars on the Meltzer rating. The Meltzer ratings are very respected from the Wrestling Observer newsletter. The first match ever to get 6 stars. It's off a 5-star rating system, so it wasn't even like a 5.5.
Yeah.
He gave it full 6 stars. So we've talked about the first match before. So to paraphrase it was phenomenal.
Fantastic.
It was about 46 minutes, and I mean it was just like one of the best, if not the best, pro wrestling match I've ever bore witness to.
Yeah.
Even without the first time I watched it was without English commentary, and I can't speak a lick of fucking Japanese.
Really?
None.
Are you sure?
None. None at all. Kinshasa.
That's about the extent
That's
of it. Yeah.
That's all I got. Sushi. I guess there's probably a Japanese word for sushi. Maybe. See how ignorant that fucking sounded. So no, I can't. I don't know the answer to it.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave it alone.
Yeah.
Moving on.
But no, the first Okada Omega was fucking phenomenal.
So good.
And this one had a lot to live up to.
It did.
And it did live up to it.
Yeah.
Wasn't better. Because it wasn't.
No, it
wasn't possible.
It was a phenomenal addition to the story.
Yeah, and because you could tell they're gonna do 3.
Yeah.
Because now because it's spoilers if you don't want to be spoiled on how that if you plan on getting a New Japan World subscription. So spoilers, stop now.
Yeah.
Are you gone? All right, fuck you. So yeah, the first one you have Okada going over and winning and holding that title, which he has had for over a year now, almost 400 days.
Yeah.
Amazing title run with amazing defenses.
With an awful entrance.
No, he looks like he's a boss, dude.
Does he?
Yeah, yes. If I had that jacket, I would wear that jacket everywhere. I'm not even talking about if I had Okada's physique or look.
That's a valid point.
I would just need that jacket to take my look to the next level. Like, yeah.
All right, I got you.
I'm going to get married in that jacket. I'm going to get... My wedding is about a year away. I'm getting the Okada jacket, and I'm going to get married in it.
Mm-hmm. And as you walk down the aisle, I'm going to chant, "You deserve it."
I'll think that shit's hysterical, but my fiance will rip your fucking teeth out. Like
She will.
You ever seen the torture scene in Grand Theft Auto 5? It'll be something like that.
Yeah.
She's going to hook a car battery up and shock you. Anyway.
I'm already turned on.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, I know you're all aroused now. But so the second match had a lot to live up to.
Yeah.
And it went to a draw. It went to a 60-minute time limit draw. They still do time limits in New Japan. And most of the title matches, the singles title matches, have a 60-minute time limit. And they went all the way. And I think they told a good story all the way through. I don't think it's 6 stars.
No.
I definitely don't think.
No.
I don't even think it's 5. I think it was like a 4.5, 4 3/4.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
definitely,
and that's why it's like it's.
But only because the first one was so good. But this is it was a great second step.
It's not done
in the continuation of the story.
Yeah, because the story's not
great
done.
second act. Great second act.
Exactly. It's like it comes in awesome. It's like a movie and shit.
Yeah,
it comes in with a awesome first movie. You know what I mean? Like, it really kicks off the story, and that's what happened. Like, he won the G1 Climax, and for those who aren't familiar, that's one of the big premier tournaments in New Japan. Winner of that goes on to the main event of Wrestle Kingdom to face the champ. And Kenny Omega wins that. It's sort of the beginning of that story. goes one-on-one for that first time with Okada, loses, then he draws with him, the second time. I mean, the story's writing its fucking self.
And a lot of really good spots in this match, too.
Yeah.
I mean, gotta say,
but
like...
a lot of them came in the continuous, and this was near the end of the match.
Yeah.
The continuous use of drop kicks to just derail any sort of
drop
momentum.
kicks and Snapdragon suplexes, like...
And you even said, like, they were doing the same the last 10, 15 minutes of the match, they were doing, like, the same 3 or 4 moves over and over again, but it was still just as compelling.
I wasn't tired of it at all.
No.
Which is insane.
Kenny Omega sells that Rainmaker like it's murder. It's amazing.
So good.
And he makes it look like... And it is a cool finisher. It really is. But it's all...
It's all on how the other person takes it.
That move is all about the sell.
Yeah.
I mean, that move looked shitty. It's like JBL with the clothesline from hell. Like, he makes you fucking sell that shit.
Yeah.
He's, but with Okada, I mean, he comes across hard with that shit. Mm-hmm. But you could just tell
it's the whip back.
Well, and there's also a lot of control with that arm. So, like, if a person wants to just, like, be shitty and, like, just take the hit and fall down, they could. Yeah. So, Omega really selling it with that flip every fucking time. Every fucking time he hit that Rainmaker. Yeah. Like, Omega would do this fucking flip. Like, he just got...
And land, like, clean, like, right on his neck, right? Like, just... Every single time.
You almost don't want him to suffer for you like that because you want him around. I want him around for a third match. But again, we're rambling. So, you have him draw on this second match, which again, it was more like, first match or movie, we'll call it, was to like draw you in. It was action. It was amazing. It was one of the best things you've ever seen. 6 stars. Fucking 6 stars. It was all flash. It came out of nowhere. Well, not really out of nowhere. People knew that it was going to be great.
Yeah.
6 stars came out of nowhere. The second act... This was like not filler, but this was like some meat of the story, man.
It was like I said, it was a great second act. Like there's going to be more. There's going to be more, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, because of how non-decisive the ending was.
Yeah,
and how like cliffhanger it was. Mm-hmm. Like oh my god! Like I'll be more excited for this third match than I have any of the other matches, and I feel like that's the key to any good trilogy in movies and in anything.
The table spot in this match was brutal.
It looked like Okada broke his arm.
Yeah.
It was one of the more brutal ones.
Yeah.
Like
the second I looked at that table, I was like, nah, that's not breaking.
No.
Like, they're going to hit that, and
but they teased
it's going to be an eye on the table moment.
Yeah, they did that. The table spot in the first match was better. That's almost why, like, that is the one part of that match I would say is wasn't needed at all.
It wasn't.
You could have taken that out and you would have been good because you already did the table spot thing in the first match, and it was kind of just a rehash of that.
And there was a lot of outside the ring spots. The flying crossbody over the first set of rails, that was awesome. The drop kick that sent Kenny Omega like fucking 7 feet backwards.
All the drop kicks. Oh, the fireman's carry onto the apron.
Oh my god,
was one of the sickest things I've ever seen, and I mean that in like the skater that was sick way, and in the oh my god that was sick and disgusting way.
Yeah,
because you saw and I felt it with my eyes.
He hit
the impact.
He hit in like the worst way. It was,
or was it? But was it though? Like maybe that in that situation.
No. I mean, like
best, that's the best. It's the best you can land in that situation.
Yeah, it was just such a brutal hit. Like, you could see it the second he took that, you could see on his face. He was like, "Oh shit!"
Why? Like every ounce of wind in his lungs probably was
totally gone.
But I mean, props to him for taking that, and But I mean, again, props to Okada for delivering that move pretty safely. Landed flat, solid on his back.
And that could have gone bad. I mean, like, if his leg would have caught the top rope or something like that and spun him, he could have landed really, really bad.
They took care of each other a little bit better than the Wrestle Kingdom match. I will say that.
Oh, that one, the Snapdragon off the top.
Again, you could have not done that match and it still would have gotten 6 stars. You could have not done that spot and still just wasn't. I don't want to ever see that again. It was cool. It was cool, but
it was rough.
It's one of those things like when he has to retire from a neck injury.
You're totally not going to be surprised.
Yeah, you're to think back to Wrestle Kingdom 11 and be like,
yeah, I see it.
Maybe if you had skipped the The old snapdragon off the top. Wasn't even
Yeah.
off the second rope. Shit was off the top. And it wasn't even like a flip onto his stomach.
No, just
All head.
right onto the top of
All
his
head,
dome.
all head and neck. Like a fucking boss.
It was,
Finished the match. No concussion, no injury. Still the champ.
which is crazy.
yeah.
Like, that's
They're doing-
amazing. Because he landed pretty much the exact same way that Lesnar landed
the shooting star press. And Lesnar almost died and he concussed himself.
That was bad when you see him like trying to like get up after he lands. And their announcers are trying to sell it like, well, it looked like he just got angled. Like, no, he didn't. He got the mat.
He got a piece of him.
No, he did not at all. He.
Well,
But anyway, yeah.
I'll say one thing. If you go back and watch that spot of Lesnar doing the shooting star.
It looks
on
like
Angle.
he tries to like video game double jump in midair.
Well, yeah, but you see Angle's like, oh, he's about to fuck this up.
Yeah.
So Angle like rolls out of the way to kind of like,
To make it look like he was supposed to miss.
yeah, look, I got him, haha. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
So that was shit from the first match. They didn't do. I mean, they fucking hurt each other. I mean, they really.
Some of those.
But a lot of it was strike based, man. They were hitting each other hard.
Oh,
with the
some of
strikes.
the German suplexes to Omega, right on the fucking back of his like. Some of those were rough.
So and it's so funny, they're dropping each other on one another's heads with German suplexes, and this is the match that they were taking care of each other better.
Yeah.
So that just shows you how awesome the first one was. But no, I also enjoyed the layer of story with Cody coming down with the towel.
With the towel,
It was
yeah.
weird. And that was like, what, like 40 minutes into the match or something? Like they went
Yeah.
another 20 minutes. And eventually, so like they wrestled hard.
And he had the match earlier.
Yeah,
Cody Rhodes.
Cody beat Michael Elgin, which was, that was a good match. You have to go. We have to go back.
I got to go back and watch that.
It was weird. It's weird timing with the Japanese pay-per-views.
Yeah, was that what? Fucking 3 a.m.
It started at 3 a.m. for us, yeah. But whatever
Jesus,
time
so it
was
would have
in
gone
Japan.
till like goddamn 9 a.m.
I was gonna do it too, but nah, I just went. To
We were
sleep
talking about it.
No, we'll do it the next one.
Yeah.
We'll plan it out a little better. Brew up some coffee.
Some coffee.
But you know they were a little bit safer, and again I use that term loosely. But the story they were telling really was, Omega loses the first time. Mm-hmm. This time, Okada throws the exact same shit at him, and he can't fucking beat him. Omega can't beat him, but Okada can't beat him. And that's a fucking story. That's that cliffhanger. It's like, holy shit, I couldn't beat him this time. I threw everything at him. He hit like 3 rainmakers. Like,
Oh, well, 3 in a row, but there were so many more throughout the match.
I think there was about 5 maybe total.
Yeah.
4, where we didn't count, so we could be totally
There was a
off.
lot. And I kind of want to go back and count, but like I was saying earlier, like we'd
hour-
have to
hour-long
sit and
match.
watch the whole match over again to like count how many drop kicks to count how many. Oh, when Omega caught Okada in the drop kick, like he hit the power bomb.
Yeah, we just keep naming like beautiful spots. Yeah, so it was. One thing I will say about this match is I saw like a lot of firsts, and I can't like immediately point it out, but I mean like just things I haven't seen before. And one that he brings up was this awesome Okada. The story again, the storyline and psychology of the match was great. And one of the stories they kept telling was every time Omega built up any sort of momentum near like the middle and like towards the end of the match, you get like his 2 moves in. When you think he's gonna hit that 5-move combo.
Yeah.
2 moves in, Okada would drop kick him, stop him dead every fucking time. And it would get frustrating to watch.
Yeah.
I would like, I don't want to see a sequence get going. Okada drop kick.
Yeah, and you were just like, oh, Jesus. But
eventually, it's like going to the well one too many times.
yeah,
Okada,
he did that Irish whip into the ropes.
and then Okada goes for the drop kick, and mid drop kick, I guess he caught the split legs, and Kenny Omega brings it down for a power bomb.
Yeah.
Never seen that before. It maybe's been done, but
I haven't seen it.
it was incredible. I mean, even the announcer sold it as like, wow, I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
So I just lost it for that. That was probably my favorite spot of that match. And it just goes to show it doesn't have to be some crazy top rope shit.
I don't know. I love that running drop kick on the outside that sent him into the into the barricade there. That was
smart porn. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it was.
He sold it so good.
Everything. They sold it's the story they told in the ring through their selling, through their offense, through how exhausted they were in those last 10 minutes. But, like, you know, they came out in bursts. You know, how a person would be when they're exhausted.
Yeah.
And I wasn't bored when they're in the rest holds because I knew something was going to come up next. So, all in all, you know, kind of wrapping up the discussion of Okada Omega 2. Because we'll go watch all Dominion. And
we'll really get into it.
We'll run it down on one of the match statics. But if you have a chance, I'm sure it'll pop up on YouTube soon. But if you haven't seen Okada Omega 1, you know, if you're a wrestling fan, you have. But not a lot of wrestling fans watch this shit. It's like a lot of people who don't. They just like looking at our dumbasses make fools of ourselves.
Yeah, it makes sense.
If you're one of those people,
give it
Callie, Tyler, Okada Omega, 1 and 2, they're both beautiful. We still got a little bit of time, man. We've been streaming almost an hour.
Yeah, well, we could get into a little bit of comic talk.
Might as well. We have the Comic Sweetness logo, right?
Yeah. Right over yonder. Yeah. So I did talk about it a little bit in the beginning, but Adam West, I'm going to get into, actually on Comic Sweetness, we will, I'm not sure if we're going to, well, we can't do it tonight. Carl's not around.
No.
Carl is indisposed.
Indisposed at the moment.
But I'm going to get into a Batman episode.
An old Batman episode? Or like a...
Well, kind of how I did the Spider-Man one. Like, the main episode will be about Batman, and then our patrons can get exclusive...
All 4 of you.
Yeah, all 4 of you. Or anyone else that wants to join. Doors open. We'll get a Batman 66 .1 issue, and then I'm also going to go into Frank Miller. Here is where I'm going to catch some heat, because I'm going to say it. With the exception of Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller should not touch Batman.
You mentioned this because I'm the Batman bitch.
Well, no. It was in All-Star Batman and Robin.
The goddamn Batman.
Dick Grayson was just like, why did you do that? And Batman's response, and Dick Grayson points out that, like, he's like, I can tell that he's doing a terrible Clint Eastwood impression. So, like, they acknowledge, like, the Christian Bale bullshit Batman voice that, I am the night, So they go.
I enjoyed that voice. Okay, it worked for me.
I was not a fan, but so like they acknowledge that in there, but Batman's response is, because I'm the goddamn Batman.
He's a badass.
No, but that's not.
That's what I'd write for the Batman.
It's not. It's very out of character. It's very weird. Like,
goddamn Batman. Yeah, he's not.
He's a little too dirty Harry. Like, he's not a detective. He's just.
Isn't he the world's greatest detective? Isn't that one of his superpowers?
But I'm saying, like, in this, he's not written as that. Like, he's just sort of. It's not a good Batman story, and neither is The Dark Knight Strikes Again. That was Frank Miller's follow-up to The Dark Knight Returns.
Strikes Again is such an overused mini title.
I know.
Sequel title.
I know.
Like up there with Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. This is true, but that's not going to stop ever.
Electric Boogaloo.
That's going. That's going.
Continue, my friend.
But, you know, these are things I'm going to get into a little bit more in depth. But something that I found out, that it's not really a point I have to make, but I just found out that Julie Newmar, who played Catwoman in the first 2 seasons, Burt Ward, who played Robin, and John Astin, who played the Riddler in season 1, who also played Gomez in The Addams Family, the TV show.
Facts.
Yeah. I'm full of them.
Kurt Hawkins, facts.
They are the only 3 actors from the Batman 66 TV series now, with the passing of Adam West, that are still alive.
So what I will say, when you say Batman 66, how long was that show on for? Is that when it started in 66? Or is that when it ended?
No, that's when it started. So that's just what it's referred to.
How long was it on the air for?
I'm not sure. 3 years? I'm gonna do some more research on this.
Yeah, no, this again,
Yeah.
live stream, Lawless. He took notes.
I wrote down general ideas. These aren't elaborate notes. I
never
wrote
write
down. I
notes.
wrote down and twins.
I'm gonna pull it. I'm pulling that fucking video up. I know it's on YouTube. Fuck you, Coors Light. We're gonna do it. You guys probably want to get as far away from that ad campaign as you can.
Too bad.
So sue our little company that makes $35 a month. All right. That's big money. Come on, Coors Light. Challenging you. I'm calling you out. And twins.
You ain't got shit, Coors Light. Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Then they take. Yeah,
Yeah.
They're like, no, we're gonna fucking take all your money.
They take the last little bit of shit we have left. But also something comic book related.
Not
Hey,
twins related.
Hey, Alex, how is Civil War going?
I'm working my way through it.
No, you're not.
You know what? It takes me more time to read a comic than you do, and I also,
It's
they
7
sit on
issues.
They sit on my desk. They're on my desk, dude. They're ready.
It's-
They're ready. You know what? They will. All right, fine. We'll do this again. Also, because I'm not afraid to be chopped, but I don't want to get chopped anymore. I'll give myself one more chance. By the next time I see you, I'll be through those issues. If not, man, I'll let you get 10 in.
That's a lot.
So, the stakes
Do I
are
gotta
high.
do them rapid fire?
Nope. You can line up 10.
Yeah.
10 in a row. Tic-tac-toe.
I'll just go at you double arm.
So
Stop.
and I'm not even sure if the viewers are entertained or understand why we do the chops. And actual professional wrestlers will probably find our chops disgusting, but
Oh, absolutely.
if we ever get the opportunity, we will let a real professional wrestler chop me. It'll be fun, painful for me, but it's become something I look forward to because it's like I'm accomplishing something for the good. It's like a good cause, You're paying good money for me to get chopped, and we also use chops as like a currency in our bets.
Yeah, so I got one coming to me.
Yeah, and I'm just not. I'm waiting for the time to be right when when him and Carl are both here. Probably the next time, this Tuesday we do Match Static. I might just come in with that shit. Because I'm giving
Coming
them
in hot.
Yeah, because I'm giving them the big show. Like,
Well, it's the big chop.
They're getting the.
We're getting big
overhand.
chopped.
But yeah, man, that's what I got.
Yeah.
Okay?
I like Tyler was saying earlier, his son's response to the video, just like
Yeah.
watching it, when you got chopped, just, oh my God,
Alex
is he okay?
Fine. It's one of those, and I'm not gonna say anything because again, I've only been chopped by non-fighters. No offense, Tom, but it's a fierce chop. Believe me, it hurts. But I'm just saying, like, I imagine if Ric Flair chopped me, I'd really feel it.
Come in your pants.
Well, once I, clean myself up a little bit and calm down and stop crying.
Your dick would audibly say woo, and then
Yeah.
you would come clean through your pants.
out of the pee hole. And start talking like a birdo. Space Mountain.
It's like a goddamn Evan Mood.
Yeah, but that shit, it would probably wreck me. But yeah, you did a pretty good chop, and it leaves a pretty good mark, a pretty proud mark.
I hit things for a living.
Yeah,
So
that's your expertise. So do we have anything else on the agenda? Anything important to touch on before we tell these people to just go home? Go home. What are you still doing here?
we are getting our video game podcast together. That's going to be more your department than mine.
Me and whenever that fucking traitor Justin
And
gets home.
twins.
Yeah, me and him just essentially took the Ambrosia twins. We just cut them down the middle. We're gonna make them betray each other. Match Static is the four of us. That's always just a comedy show about wrestling.
Can we pit them against each other?
Absolutely.
But-
That's been the plan since I started this whole thing.
But I'm saying for like a hair match, like how Vince McMahon and Donald Trump had a match, we could put them against each other in a quiz show, and the loser out of us has to shave their head.
They won't agree to that. There has to be some sort of money on the table for one of them to agree to do that. But that would actually, I bet that would attract.
Think about me shaving my head.
No. Don't. And I like being the only short hair on Static Sweetness. So it's like, I don't know how I feel about this. But no, yeah, we're gonna have sort of like a 3-pillar idea for like our podcasting system. We have Match Static, which is the comedy show about wrestling.
Yep.
And then our
And we
comic
got the
show.
logo right down now. And then comic sweetness.
Make sure I block your face out perfectly.
That one's mine, and it's awesome.
So yeah, you have the wrestling show with Matt Static, our comic show, and all that good stuff on Comic Sweetness. And we really want to get into game culture more. It's something I know a hell of a lot about, and actually both Ambrosias are pretty proficient in. So
Yeah.
I'm just taking Justin because that's what I want. It's what I'm picking. I'm turning heel against Carl. I don't want him anymore. I'm kicking him out of my NWO. We're like Wolfpack in Hollywood now.
Oh, I so call Wolfpack.
Why do you want to be Wolfpack? Oh, Wolfpack did have a tight entrance theme.
Yep.
Dan, 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 dan. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to do similar to how he does Comic Sweetness. I'm going to try to, because he's been upstaging me with his own show, and I can't have that shit. I cannot have that shit. So we have a name for it, but I'm not releasing it yet until we have a logo. So, hey, Tyler, we're going to put you back to work.
Yeah, we're coming back.
We're coming back, buddy. Tyler, who pays to be a part of this team. He pays for the privilege.
But he does get a lot. I mean, with the patron packages, I put a lot of effort into those fan art drawings.
Let's plug that before we go, friend.
Yeah. There is going to be a little bit of a restructuring to it. We will put that up on there.
Do we need to go? We won't go over that now.
We don't have to go over that now, but we are going to put it up there. Not much is really changing.
Not too much.
Just small little things.
To make it easier for everyone.
Yeah, because like
mainly us.
My right hand is gonna fall off. I'm drawing a whole lot of pictures already, and there's only 4 people.
One of the things I told Tom today, it's like, man, one of the things I don't think about is like these drawings you make, like they just appear to me. They just show up, and you're like, yeah, this was all a Friday.
Yeah,
It was 2 of the doodle, like the $1 doodles for a package, and then Jack Chavez's picture. Which I will not show right now, but he's going to be very pleased with, who was our 3rd patron.
Yeah.
But, patreon.com,
Patreon.
Patreon.com/Static Sweetness. You know what to do. We're going to be updating the rewards and things of that nature very shortly. There's going to be some new things.
And there's an idea of a raffle going around, which is a pretty sweet deal.
Look at us, man. We're shilling hard, dude. You ever think it was going to come to this?
Oh yeah, I've been trying to show my drawings for years. I actually, there was one time I went to Catholic school and I got in trouble because I was doing just little drawings of like bands and stuff like that for kids in my class. I was in maybe like 6th or 7th grade.
25 cents a pop.
Doing this, but this one kid said, I want Alice in Chains, but I want it to be like a naked girl in chains. Like you can't see anything. She's just like tied up in chains with like, yeah. Again, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, dude, whatever you want.
Yeah, and that's Debbie Does Dallas in fucking Catholic school eyes,
But
a hardcore porno.
Yeah, so the nuns found it, and that did not go awesomely for me.
So what happened after they finished beating your ass?
Oh no! I'm not that old, man. They stopped hitting with rulers long before I got in there. My mom did get hit with rulers though because she is left-handed, and that's the devil's hand.
Yeah, my dad was in Catholic school from like up to 1st grade, and I think my grandmother had to chase him around the yard one day to get him to go to school. And she was like, "All right, I think it's enough."
But they would hit my mom on the hand, and they were like, "Use your other hand," and she's like, "But I don't write with that one."
Because left-handed writers are the devil.
Yeah.
But yeah, so patreon.com/Static Sweetness, other things /Static Sweetness, Facebook, Twitter. Twitter, I'm going to start, I got to get more active on because Twitter's a blast. We're not on Reddit because promoting yourself on Reddit is just asking for a 4chan raid.
Cool, let's do it.
And promoting yourself on 4chan is just asking to have your personal information stolen or taken and posted for the whole internet to find. So, we'll let those platforms, we'll let those fantastic platforms, those benevolent greats find us before we put our shit on there.
Yeah.
I'm not going down that road.
Yeah, I'm not really going to fuck with it.
No. So, you know what? You don't get a ceremonious goodbye. You know what you guys get? I'm going to show them what they get.
What do they get?
They get fucking title screen.
All right.
They get title screwed with audio. Guys, this has been a blast. We love you.
Always have fun doing this. Hopefully you guys start to like us because we're fragile and we desperately need your validation.
We really... I think I do this for validation. Everything I do is for validation. And...